All right, everybody. Welcome to game number two. I'm here with Vaughn. I got to change some things on this overlay, Vaughn. But if you could just catch everybody up on what happened with the coin toss and then now with the kick, and then we'll jump right into action. Thanks, Vaughn.
No, but I got it. Michigan kicking off here. It's going to go through the upright. It's going to be a touchback. Yeah, Michigan won the toss, or should I say Wisconsin lost the toss, and Michigan deferred to the second half. So that's why Wisconsin gets the ball. Be first down at their own 25-yard line. I am not as familiar with Wisconsin, so this will be a fun one. You got Mertz at quarterback, Braylon Allen at running back. Is that correct? So see what they have dialed up for the Michigan defense. Got two tight ends over here to the right. Gonna send one in motion. Here's the handoff straight up the middle. They met and dropped immediately for a gain of one. Allen bounced off one, and then he got bounced by the second one. So it's going to be a second down and 9 here.
Yeah, Braylon
Right.
Allen takes over duties for Jalen Berger. Jalen Berger was the man last year for this Badgers team. Allen is like he's more of like the anvil than the hammer. I mean, that guy is he's a full load and a half.
Let's see what Michigan's defense has to say about that here. Nice first stop.
Michigan's putting together a great season.
See what Wisconsin does here. We got tight four receiver set, two on each side. Barking out orders. Drop back, rolling to his right, looking, scrambling up to the 30, cuts out and gets the first down. Deacon Hill, big 9-yard carry, is going to give him the first down. Move the chains.
And this is one of the few times that we've seen. Yeah, I liked how decisive he was on that play, Vaughn. We've seen a lot of Mertz all season long, and this is the first time that Deacon Hill, I believe, has gotten the start this season. And he was actually the other guy who shared the backfield with Jalen Berger last year. Last year was all about Berger and Deacon Hill, and this year it's been all about Allen because of the transfer portal. And well, Deacon Hill just got his job back.
Yeah, well, they've had a slow start to the season. Here's a handoff straight up the middle, met immediately and dropped. 2-yard gain by Allen on that one. Yeah, Wisconsin's got to do something different. It's not been the kind of season they were hoping for. So, switch it up at running back, switch it up at quarterback, and see what happens.
Same running back, different quarterback though. And this guy Deacon Hill definitely showed his athleticism and decisiveness on that one.
All right, second down and 8. See how aggressive they want to be. They just keep pounding the ball. Scrambled to first down last time. Got 4 receivers, split out to each side. Running back drifts to the right. Quarterback drops, looks, pressure, dumps it off to the running back, jukes around one guy, and is going to fall forward, gain 7 yards. Allen's going to make it third down and 2. He was trying to go deep. No one was there. Dumped it off, and nice 7-yard gain on the play.
That was fantastic, but it was also fantastic rallying from the Wolverines to stop them and force a third down play here.
We'll see what they do here. See if they're going to run it again. They've had a little trouble running. I mean, 2 yards. They've gotten 2 yards every time, so it's not like they haven't gained any positive yards running the ball with the running back. But we'll see how tough Michigan wants to clamp down here on 3rd and 2. Force Wisconsin to throw the ball. Get 2 running backs back in the backfield. One goes in motion. Fake handoff. No, he does hand off. Straight up the middle. Gets the first down. Dragged down. 5-yard gain. Allen moves the chains again.
Great athleticism there from Allen. There was some penetration right there from the Wolverines in the backfield, and Allen was able to make a sidestep to the right, just plant his foot down, and then go upfield for 5. Brought down by the first tackler, but once he gets going, look for him to pinball himself off of a couple tacklers in his next few carries.
It was nice change of direction there. We weren't sure if he was actually going to hand that ball off and keep it and run out and do the option and pitch or not. So, but moved the chains, got the first down. Here's the handoff, cuts it up the middle, backside, a little bit of hole there. Falls forward, gets the 5-yard gain. So, going to be second down and 5. Wisconsin's very happy to just take positive yards, 4 or 5 yards, move the chains, not in a big hurry.
And that was very successful for them last year here in the big house. The Wisconsin Badger team came down, and that game last year against FAM and the Michigan Wolverines was decided in the last minute of the game. So looking to duplicate that here.
In
Or
split
improve.
backfield. Here's the fake handoff and the pitch. He gets it out, cuts back. Oh, he duked the dude twice, and he gets the first down and dropped.
Yeah.
Chez Malusi, 10-yard run. Looked like he had some room to the outside, and when he juked inside into the tackle, but the tackle missed him.
Good user plays all the way around there. Fam was out there hanging out after the play, kind of focused in on the quarterback. The quarterback made a great user play there by waiting until the final last second to pitch that ball off. And that's going to be user on user all night long. It's going to be fun to see.
Here we go. 3 receivers. Got a fullback back in the backfield. Running back split right. Man in motion across. Here's the handoff. Up the middle's got plenty of room. Down the sidelines to the 10, to the 5, and he's going to score.
Yeah.
Touchdown, Chez Malusi. Wow, what a run.
Explosive gain there for Malusi. Followed his blocking, and the blocking really sticked on that one. It took a Wolverine from the opposite side of the field to try to come and close the gap. But with Malusi's speed, he was able to get into the end zone before the gap was closed. And so we see Michigan, like you mentioned earlier, and there's a good extra point there. We saw Michigan, defer or actually want to choose to kick the ball and get it, in the second half. And they're going to get their first possession here, but their offense is going to go onto the field with a little bit of pressure from this Wisconsin Badger team to put some points on the board to answer back and respond.
It was a nice read by the quarterback, handing that off. He had a huge lane to run there and just had to weave his way through. Here's Wilson straight up the middle.
Yeah.
All the way out to the 28-yard line.
He's one of the most explosive players in the NWO as a wide receiver, impact player, or as a return man. He's just super dangerous. And it doesn't end with him. They also got Blake Corum in the backfield, number 2, halfback extraordinaire.
All right, see what McCarthy does here.
Yeah, and the Wisconsin Badgers are going to have to play sound defense, disciplined sound defense, make good tackles. Blake Corum is OP, Roman Wilson is OP, so got to play really, really good sound technique.
And if I remember right, there's a swing pass to the right side to Edwards, and he runs over one guy, knocks another one down, gets dropped after a 4-yard gain. As I was going to say, is McCarthy has functional speed. The dude can get to the outside, avoid the rush. He's not a burner, but he does well enough to extend plays.
Yeah, and talk about extended plays. Donovan Edwards stepped in an extended role of fill-in play for Blake Corum when he got injured last year, and Donovan Edwards is a good back out of the backfield as well.
He's going to bring up 2nd down and 6 here, 3.5 minutes left in the quarter. Tight formation, handoff Corum, cuts back, and gets dropped after a 4-yard gain, probably more like 4.5 yards.
Yeah, and
the sweep wasn't going to work.
The sweep wasn't going to work. You're right, Vaughn. They had the outside, scheme that it was schemed up and it was plugged up there. He went for the cutback, and he's quick enough to jam it up in through there. But that backside also closed down quickly, bringing it to a 3rd down. So good job by the Badgers.
It's good vision to cut it back and try and find something on the backside, because they were all pursuing to that one spot.
Yeah, he's got elite athleticism to be able to cut that back.
All right, 4 receiver set. Corum to the right. McCarthy drops, looks, throws. Man open. Johnson dropped at the 45-yard line. Gain of 11 and a first down for Michigan.
Quick decision right there. McCarthy really surveyed the field, knew where he wanted to go, hit that curl route right on time. First down, Michigan Wolverines. And they're moving down the field, but they got to get some ways to go because Wisconsin stepped up and scored that 7 with that explosive play.
Man, loving those DBs play off like that. That's an automatic throw to that. It's just a first down throw. So we'll see if they want to press. Yeah, looks like they're going to press on that side now. All right, 4 receivers. McCarthy barking out something. Drops, looks, pump fake, throws down the middle, caught by hitting inside the 40.
3-man rush got there, Vaughn. Yeah, big 24-yard gain. The 3-man rush got there. Looked like the right end got there, and the nose tackle slipped past the 5 men that were blocking. But McCarthy just had his eyes downfield, and when he released it, looked like there was a little bit of traffic there, but just a fireball right down there, and Henning with a great adjustment to pick that up. And now we're near the red zone.
I saw that rush coming, and I saw his running back on the wheel route, and I was like, oh, that's an easy jump off. That's a lot of yards. And no, he was just right in the face of that middle. Just threw it right down their throat, Here's the handoff. Corum's got to the hole. Piles through 2 guys, gets inside the 25-yard line. It's going to be 2nd down and 4.
And Corum is a very explosive player, so a gain of 6 isn't what Wisconsin is usually liking to give up. And if we get into like a pressure pack situation where, it's just grinding out the ball and first downs and grinding down the clock, then, they got to fix that. But as far as right now, just make them earn it. Keep it in front of them, not let them rip off any big ones. That's good tackling right there.
All right, pistol formation, 4 receivers, spread out. McCarthy
Yeah.
hands it off, and the guy off the edge, and he breaks 2 tackles and barely gets 1 yard on the play. That was off the edge. He was right in the backfield immediately.
Yeah, that was insane, right, Vaughn? And then as soon as he spun off of that one, unbelievably, there was another guy there to meet him again. So he got his face wrecked twice there, and twice he spins right off. And if there wasn't a third guy there, he might still be on his feet and running. But what I noticed also is that Roman Wilson doesn't have the impact star underneath his feet anymore, so it's a little bit harder to identify him. That time he was in the left slot.
He was off the edge quick. Still got a yard out of that, even though they hit him twice in the backfield. Another pistol formation.
Yeah, 3 down lineman look for the Wisconsin Badgers.
Drop, look, swing, throw over the middle. Wilson again caught. Had the defender turned around. Big 11-yard gain and another first down.
Yeah, don't let it fool. No one get fooled. Roman Wilson is a big-time playmaker for these Wolverines, and for FAM he has a lot of trust. There was a user defender lurking all up in that area, and what a snag.
Very, very tight window.
There's some good play right here. I mean, we got a treat right now, Vaughn. McCarthy, I don't think he's missed a pass yet.
Tight quad. He's got 4 receivers, 2 on each side, playing a tight line.
Corum on the left quarter. Dropping back 5.
Got it. Bell down to the 5-yard line. Tackle, gain of 7.
Few yards short, but interestingly enough, they could still pick up a first down and get a new set of downs inside the 5-yard line here. So as this first quarter, comes to an end, we're looking at 1 possession per team per quarter. And, man, both teams matching up really well right now, Vaughn. 4 down lineman look this time for the Badgers.
I formation, strong left.
Yep.
McCarthy under center.
Balanced wide receiver set.
Down.
Got a user right there in the middle. McCarthy changing things up.
Straight up the middle, popped and dropped.
Yeah.
2-yard gain. Gonna be 3rd and 1.
That was either that safety or linebacker. I think it was number 19. Arrived with some thunder, pushed him back into the backfield. Corum, we saw him bounce off a couple of defenders earlier and go forward with forward progress, but not on that one. He got sent backwards. 3rd and 1 now.
See if they get this play off before the quarter's up.
Excuse me.
Stuck. Here we go. Winding down under 10 seconds. Again, I formation.
Looks like the same formation offensively.
Fullback.
This time to the fullback, and he gets it in there.
Schoonmaker drives that right up the middle, and that's a touchdown.
And that changes
game.
That changes a lot in the DNA of the game. When you're a number 7 ranked team and you're home against an unranked team, if you go down in the first quarter 7-0 and you score on that first play of the second quarter, it's a little bit different DNA of the fabric of the game than going into the second quarter at a 7-7 tie. Man, we got a good matchup right now.
10-play, 4-minute drive there. Both teams are very patient, not in a hurry, just run their offense.
Did we see an incompletion at all there, Vaughn?
I don't believe I saw one. I mean, he had some tight throws.
McCarthy's had a lot of games like that where he starts off red, sizzling hot.
Touchback's going to give Wisconsin the ball at the 25-yard line with 2 seconds left in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Both teams taking their time calling their plays.
Oh yeah, definitely. That both coaches are very cerebral about this their approach to this game. That's for sure. They both.
There we go. 3 receivers, 2 running backs. Saw this earlier, and the fake pressure rolls out, avoids.
Yeah.
Look, stop, throws, caught, first down.
Ooh.
Inside the 45 to the 50, trying to get by one more guy down to the 47-yard line. Jameer Dyke, what a play. 27 yards and a first down to end the quarter.
He might be their most consistent receiver. They got a lot of players. They spread the ball around a lot. Like I said, Mertz, I mean, he's thrown a lot this season. They've been behind in some ball games, had to throw their way out of it. But that's the first time that you can see Wisconsin still kind of like, or getting back into like what I call comfortable offense, which is, Deacon Hill is able to move around with his legs and buy just enough time to where he's delivering the pass. And that user defender was right there, but good catch.
Again, fake handoff right up the middle, jukes out the defender, and it's going to pick up 8 yards on the play. Nice job by Hill. That pitch was taken away, so he just cut it back and got a big gain.
Yeah, well, we saw earlier Michigan kind of just key in on Hill, and not so much the pitchman, and then Allen, the pitchman, got the pitch and then went off. I think it was actually Malusi, and then later on he got a touchdown later on, not on that same play, but this time it was kind of like role reversal there. They focused on the pitchman, and the user came over and got the quarterback. So good adjustment there.
And quarterbacks usually don't have the higher carry number, right, either, so they're more prone to fumble if you let them just take the ball. Fake handoff drop, swing pass to the outside, juke. Wow, he juked 4 guys to the ground. Whoa.
The user skills have been on display today. This game doesn't seem to have too much lag or too much input right now problems. We're seeing some user plays on display. If anything, maybe the defenders are a little bit of a step behind. We saw some tight window throws, some defenders draped on, inside leverage, back, trailing technique. We've seen it all in this game so far. And, man, nice stick moves there.
I don't think I've ever seen 4 guys fall to the ground on a juke like that before.
That's the way they build this game, baby.
That was filthy.
Yeah.
All right, we got three receivers, running back to the right, tight end goes in motion, right to left. Handoff straight up the middle, follows his guard, gets the first down, plows forward. Looks like about 12-yard gain.
Yeah. That's the anvil.
Allen's going to get him down to the 17-yard line. First thing, well, not goal, but he's in the red zone now.
Yeah, there's really not another runner that starts on any of our teams in this league like him. You give him that much downhill running room, he's pretty difficult man to stop. I've seen him break through 2 and 3 defenders on route to touchdowns and big plays and first downs and shit. It's really wild.
All right, here we go. Running back offset. Handoff grabbed and dropped right away. No gain on the play.
I mean,
we're not fooled.
Great defensive pressure right there. The center and the guard didn't really get any push on that play. We had a second-level defender from the middle. Looked like a linebacker, middle linebacker, kind of plug up the gap and kind of get penetration. And then that last tackler, that really, Allen had to move to the right, to get away from that first penetration. And then that edge defender just closed him up. He was right there, right on time. Great defense there by the Wolverines.
All right, 2nd down and 10. See if Michigan continue to hold it here. See if they can clamp down in the red zone.
Yeah, they're looking to pick a ball off on. That's what they're really looking
handoff.
for.
Read option, cuts back to the middle, runs into his own lineman and gets swallowed up by 2 guys from behind.
Yeah.
It's going to be 3rd down and 8.
Yeah.
Nice read. Didn't have anywhere to run.
Well, I could see the coach, kind of pointing at like the angle that he wants his player to take. Thing is that, speed of the game and, this game being the age it is, I think there might be a little bit more user lag than I noticed originally. Or not user lag, but online lag. It's always something or another with this game. See what happens on 3rd down. This is probably a passing situation. See how creative the pass is.
See.
Maybe they'll run it.
Running back goes in motion to the right, throws over the middle, caught, dropped, short gain. It's going to be 4th and 4. See if Wisconsin just takes the points. Are they going to go for it?
Well, it was a good read by Deacon Hill. Even though the guy was, on him, he was covered. Good read by Deacon Hill because Michigan Wolverines sent the house right there. They had like an all dogs go type of blitz, man. That thing was nasty. And, Fam really sent the house there, and Deacon Hill got rid of that ball. And if he breaks that tackle or, just gets a little bit more leverage right there, he could maybe keep running with it. But that's a successful drive for Wisconsin. It all comes down, Vaughn, to that Braylon Allen run where the center and the guard got penetrated into the background, into the backfield. If on that one play he gets, even 3 or 4 yards, we look at a passing down on 3rd down that becomes a first down rather than it being just a couple yards short. So, hats off to Michigan. They played well up front And that's what they got to do. Fam will, I've seen enough games. Not a lot of coaches have seen him play as much as I have. I've seen him go 4 down lineman fronts. I've seen him go 3 down lineman fronts. I've seen him really change up his defenses a lot, adjust to plays and players and schemes and everything. He thinks about it. And so far, Michigan's defensive line has done decently well, especially on that hold in the 3.
See what their offense does here. Here's the handoff to Corum. Up the middle, gets a block, gets to the outside, and receiver couldn't hold that block or it would have been even more. Nice first down carry.
It's scary how many yards he chews up. And it seemed like he was never really breaking away from anybody, but he just chewed up so many yards there.
Yeah, nice 22-yard gain there.
Midfield already. I mean,
Wisconsin took the points, took the field goal, took the lead, did what you should. Now it's their turn to try and clamp down on defense.
Right, and the crowd has already been into it, and they're just going to get more and more into it. So, got to settle down the players, and hopefully somebody can make a defensive play. Maybe force an error.
We have 4 wide receivers here. Corum to the left, McCarthy. Drops back. Plenty of time. Looks, throws.
There it is.
Intercepted in midfield.
Yeah.
1 tackle broken.
I think he had the halfback on the swing route right there, but he has had a lot of confidence due to the success. So he was looking downfield, as the eyes downfield. Earlier, Vaughn, you mentioned a halfback wheel route that was open. I saw the swing pass right there, but, his eyes were downfield looking for something bigger, and that is just what Wisconsin wanted, and it goes dead silent here.
Yeah, it was nice. He had the edge. He had the position on him, and just snatched it, got in front of the receiver. I think that's his first incomplete pass, even though it was completed to the other team. So he still hasn't had a ball hit the floor.
I think Fam would have liked a better ball there from the QB.
Nice cut. Big block. Get to the outside. Hill down to the 10. Actually down around the 12, 13-yard line. I said 10, which should have been the 20. Nice gain there. Good blocking on the outside. Gets him all the way down in the red zone. They're about ready to go up 2 scores. Wow.
Wisconsin's got 100 yards rushing. If you ask, Coach, would he take 100 yards in the first half? I think he'd say yeah. And then, big Braylon Allen, you get that guy in any space, that is a positive. Because usually he has to create his own space. But, wow, that was a good cut. Put his foot in the ground, accelerated up through the hole, and then got a little bit of an interesting kind of shade block there. It was interesting.
Fake handoff, swing pass to the running back, out to the outside,
Malusi.
down inside the 10, forward, and he's going to get into the end zone, spinning through 2 tacklers, touchdown Wisconsin.
Yeah, I don't know if that's Malusi or not. I can't tell if that's the same number, but I think Malusi has a star under his feet, so that guy didn't see a star, so I don't think that was him. But Wisconsin spreading the ball around, targeted that left side twice right there on those 2 big plays. But nothing bigger than that turnover, Vaughn.
Nice quick throw out of the backfield, too. Yep. Get the stop, get the ball, score quick. So now all the pressure's on Michigan. Down 2 scores, 3.5 minutes left in a half. We'll see if they want to eat the rest of this because they're going to get the ball start the second half, or they want to score quick and try and get 2 possessions before half is up.
Michigan is definitely in. I think we saw the snuck clipboard or the snuck yellow legal pad right there. I think that's the snuck yellow legal right there. Snuck yellow legal is what I'm calling it.
Got all his notes right there.
Yeah. I think it says fullback. Yeah.
The fullback got the TD.
That's a fullback? Okay. Sounds good to me.
Pass fullback. Holy crap.
I like it. We have 2 fullback touchdowns already today, Vaughn. How many are we going to get?
Hey, more the merrier, man.
But yeah, Fam is definitely in the driver's seat here because he gets this possession and he can really set the table however he wants it right here. He could dine 1 course, 3 course, 10 courses, whatever he wants right here. And he gets it at
wow,
shit.
Wide open. Henning's got it. And he's got to beat one guy. He's going to the
he's
house,
going to beat him.
Wow.
He's going to beat him.
No one was covering the slot. He adjusted his defense, and it was just a 1-step throw, and nobody was remotely close. Wow.
That's my experience with Michigan in a nutshell. You can play fucking really well against Michigan, and it takes one play where their speed changes everything. I mean, Wisconsin was just in a position of power. If they had one more defensive stop, they're in a really good place for the second half. But, on the other side, Wisconsin's played well offensively. Only had a couple bad plays, and I wouldn't say they're relatively bad. They weren't, any kind of plays that we've been seeing, in other games. So, 3 minutes left to play here. Hey, talk to your team. Get them to make some plays like they have. They've proven that they've been able to do it. It's a good game here, Vaughn.
Yeah, I'm going to have to ask Coach Brousseau what he switched to on defense because he made an adjustment. His guys switched on defense and left that slot guy wide open, and it was just an easy, oh, shit, there's nobody covering. I'm going to throw it right now. So I don't think that was on purpose, but that slot TD, man.
Yeah, he just jet streaked. That was just a beautiful, beautiful execution.
All right, here we go. 3:16 left in the half. See if Wisconsin can eat the rest of this clock, get another touchdown. And, wow, Michigan in the backfield immediately. What a block shed that was.
Yeah, and that's the kind of play that Wisconsin, is gonna have to fight to avoid.
Set the man in motion, and it brought the defender right into the backfield.
I think
that's what I was complaining about.
Yeah, I think the electricity is just, kind of carried on that one, man. You can still feel it from that big touchdown.
All right, play clock winding down. Well, the clock to pick a play is winding down. 3-point lead still by Wisconsin. They do have the lead. They don't have to rush. There's no pressure here. Get 3 receivers. Running back set to the right. Quick drop. Looking, rolling. Got time. Trying to find somebody open. Over the middle. There it is. Caught by Johnson. It's going to be 3rd down and 3. Saw him break off the sideline. I was wondering if he could get it to him or not.
Yeah, so you see the athleticism by Deacon Hill, and he didn't even necessarily had to roll out, but eventually, even just 3 down linemen are going to get past, your O-line. So he was finding a safe spot, looking downfield. There's so many guys in coverage. I think I counted 8 guys in coverage. And, man, found his spot and delivered a fireball.
Yeah. He's waiting for R1 to bounce off the sideline. I saw that. When he rolled out and I saw him out there and he took that bounce back to the middle, I was like, that's where he's throwing it. Can he get it there? And he did.
Trips right here. Real press coverage right there on that left side.
He's going motion to the left, so we got receivers on both sides. Handoff, straight up the middle, runs through his guard, pushes forward, gets the first down, stops the clock with exactly 2 minutes left in the half.
And the most important thing is getting that first down. Regardless of what else happens, you got a 3-point lead. You've stopped Michigan defensively once before, even though you had one error, one mishap defensively. I mean, you've caused them to have a turnover, before in this game. Getting that first down is monumental to not give them back the ball, so soon. So now you're kind of ahead of the game here.
We got is that a tight end or fullback in the backfield? He's going in motion to the left.
Tight end, I believe.
Handoff straight up the middle, plows through the safety. Going to get 8 yards on the play, be 2nd down and 2.
It's a big man.
Yeah, those safeties see him coming and just like, shit, no. Help.
Yeah, they're definitely on the receiving end of the blow, and they're definitely not used to that. But Braylon Allen, I mean, he delivers it.
All right, minute 26, clock count rolling, 2nd down and 2. Need about another 30 yards to get in field goal range. 2 receivers in the backfield.
Yeah.
Slot receiver in the left goes in motion.
I guess 34 is that fullback.
Another handoff. Allen breaks through, gets the first down just enough.
Yeah.
Move the chain, stop the clock.
Yeah, so the blocking didn't really push the line of scrimmage anywhere, but it did hold the defenders from block shedding and making a tackle in the backfield. And Allen is just nifty enough and just strong enough to be able to get through the blocking and get past the line. Another first down, second big first down of this possession. I think this is possession 4 for Wisconsin.
Quick NHL update. The Blues lead Avalanche 3-1 on the road with all the players' moms in attendance. It's like a road trip with mom. All right, here we go. 2 receivers, fullback, 2 running backs. It's a weird formation. Shotgun, fake handoff, rolls out. No one to pitch to. Oh, he does get the pitch off, but he loses yards.
Damn.
Ends up with no gain on the play. Lucky it wasn't fumbled. It's going to bring it up 2nd down and 10. Clock rolling, close to 30 seconds left. Both teams have 3 timeouts.
Yeah, that late pitch kind of got your attention there, huh, Vaughn?
Yeah, very late pitch. I'm shocked that it actually went to someone other than the other team.
Got trips right this time. Malusi in the backfield this time. Oh, and it's going to be like a slant or a quick post there.
But over the middle, 1st down,
DK.
inside 35.
Yeah.
And they call their first time out.
And you got to do that with these seconds being precious now, especially with that last 1st down. You kind of in field goal range at this point. And just FYI, if everybody's wondering, who the special teams advantage goes to in this game, it definitely goes to Michigan. They probably have one of the best kickers in the nation. That guy is insane. Them and the Beavers, I think, have the 2 best kickers, perhaps.
He probably needs another 10 yards to be in safe field goal range. Still 2 timeouts, 21 seconds left. 4 receivers, 2 on each side.
Yeah, and I think there's a little bit of a win, too.
Hill taking his time, drops, looking, no rush.
Yeah.
Rolls to his right, keeps rolling, avoids one guy, and then just throws it away. Incomplete pass.
Yeah. Yeah, could have done something. Had 2 timeouts. Could have made a move to the inside, but that risks fumble. Could have maybe slid. I don't know if he would have been past the line of scrimmage with a gain or not. Might have just taken a loss there. Getting rid of him might have been the right decision.
He's going to bring up 2nd down and 10. 14 seconds. That's about 3 plays. He still has 2 timeouts. He can go anywhere on the field, over the middle if he wants, run if he wants, take a deep shot.
All depends where Michigan's defenders are. Oh, and he thought he could weave through traffic right there, and the defensive tackle gets off of his block, and there's only 8 seconds left. Wisconsin with their 2nd timeout taken. They're at the 35. If they run the ball and get a few yards, maybe they are in field goal range.
35, that's a 52-yard field goal from there.
It's a long kick for a college kid.
So, yeah, definitely needs 10, 15 yards here. Taking their time, snap, Hill drifts, rolls to his right, looking, rolling, running up the sideline, and steps out of bounds right around the 26, 27. 3 seconds left on 4th and 1.
And I think we're going to see the field goal attempt now. And
43
there's going to be 2 very important special teams plays coming up here, Vaughn. 1, this kick, and number 2, the kickoff following.
Here's the kick. It's got the distance right down the middle and good. And it's going to give Wisconsin a 6-point lead at half.
Yeah.
And Michigan's going to get the ball to start, which for them, 3 points is no big deal. And a touchdown, if they get a touchdown on the first drive, they take the lead regardless. So,
yeah, I'd like to get a look at the game stats right there. So my thing is, that probably could have been good from, say, another 10 to 15 yards, Vaughn. What are you thinking?
Sorry, I was distracted. What was that again?
I think that kick could have been good from another 10 or 15 yards.
It was a little low, but I couldn't see.
Oh, okay. It hit like the hand in the All-State hand.
Yeah.
That All-State hand right there in that circle. Hit that.
So that was, 43 yards, right? So, yeah, he could have made one from 50.
Maybe 50, yeah. Okay, cool.
So
just for future reference, depending on when.
Yeah, so about to 30, inside the 35 would be his range.
Yeah.
It all depends on the lag, too. So see here, only 38 rush yards by Michigan in the first half.
Yeah, so this lead, and one of them came on kind of a big run by Blake Corum. I think he had like a 23-yarder, if I'm not mistaken. 23-yarder, 20 or 33-yarder, I'm not sure.
Yeah, it might have been 22. I don't know. It was a good chunk on that one play, but he didn't do much. He was throwing the ball pretty much the entire first half. Henning's going to take this one about 7 yards deep, go straight up the middle, and break through one tackle and get dropped right around the 27-yard line.
Henning's showing that explosion on that one streak play in the slot for that long touchdown. A one-play possession, one play score.
All right, we'll see what Michigan dials up here to start the half. They want to keep throwing the ball. They want to start running the ball.
I expect them to be a little bit more balanced in the second half.
Kind of goes by what the defense. I know from playing against Coach Brousseau, you think you have stuff and he just takes you out of it, and you're like, how the hell did he? And you're just more confused than anything else. Here's the handoff to Corum, cuts
Mm.
off a one tackle, gets knocked down right around the 30s, gain of 3.
Yeah, it looks like he got pulled down by his face mask right there. I think that should have been a penalty on top of that yardage that he gained. Very elusive player to get all around that traffic. Man, there was guys in the backfield there.
All right, 2nd down and 7. Again, taking their time, make their play calls.
Yeah, on the left hash here. Got a field side over there on the right. We're
Corum
going to stay on the
runs
left
to
side.
outside. Yep. Follow that guard right across. Got good
Mhm.
blocks by his receivers. Gets the first down.
Yeah. Good run right there.
All right, first down at their own 40. Getting close to midfield here. Being
Cred-
patient.
Credit Wisconsin's defense for bringing him down. You know, he's so wiggly, could have potentially found an alley to run through. And the defenders out there, brought him down.
Yeah, and he had the guard pulling to go after one of the DBs, and one of the guys on the backside came around and dragged Corum down.
Mm-hmm.
Good play. Limit the yardage. McCarthy, quick throw. Wide receiver screen. Johnson takes it, cuts up the middle. It's going to get, just shy of the first down. Thought he had it.
Whoa. Whoa.
Second and inches. I thought he was clearly getting a first down.
Refs are selling, man. I think that was the first down. He got over the logo. They're calling him on the 49. I thought he was on the other side of the 50. Wow.
It's like last game when I thought that dude was short and they gave him the spot. It all depends on how much money you give us. I watched that Tim Donaghy show on Netflix. That was really good. So another handoff straight up the middle. A little bit of a gap, but he runs it right up into the secondary. It's going to be another first down for Michigan. They're very patient running the ball here to start the half.
Well, definitely more balanced than we've seen Michigan before. Blake Corum, very explosive player, gets to the third level right there. He's tackled by a third level defender right there. That's a safety coming down and making the play there. And a good tackle, by the way. Brought him down right down immediately. But what you worry about Corum now is just the workload, right? He's a very explosive player, very good runner. Outstanding speed. Could catch the ball and everything like that. You just worry about his workload now if they continue to feed him like this.
You might have to throw the ball once to just give him a breather. Get 4 receivers, 2 on each side. Play clock winding down. McCarthy barking out some orders. Quick drop. Throws deep down the middle. He's got a man open. Henning at the 10, and he's going to score. It's going to be his second touchdown of the day for Henning. Beat the secondary badly both times.
I think both slot receivers were open on streak routes on that one. I don't know if that was 4 Jets or just the 2 guys in the middle. I'd have to check that again. I mean, I don't know if that's hot routed to it. I think that was snapped too fast to be hot routes, but that's the same play, or not the same play, but the same style of route ran, on the last touchdown, and he kind of bent that one a little bit more in, but still found, the top of the defense and busted through it there.
Yeah, he was a good 5 to 8 yards past that DB. It was just a matter, are you going to throw this where you can catch it, or are you going to overthrow him?
Yeah, and I think we have our first Michigan lead for the day. Yeah, Michigan's going to keep their kicker should keep booting them back through the end zone like that. But I think this is Michigan's first lead of the day, right, Vaughn?
Yes.
Yeah. Wisconsin came out. They got the opening kickoff. They went right down the field and, put it in the end zone, scored 7. They had a lead ever since then. I think Michigan answered back to tie it up 7-7. But Wisconsin then. Well, I think Wisconsin got a field goal, and then the pick came after that. I think
the pick led to the field goal.
Oh, okay.
I believe.
I thought it was a field goal on their second possession, and then the pick, which led to a touchdown to push it to 17. I think it was 17-7. That's the way it went. But that's neither here nor there.
At this point, Michigan's up 1. So
yeah, at this point, it's nearly
back
0-0. Yeah, and what it's going to happen, how the second half is different than the first half. Tale of two halves is sometimes true, but these possessions and these yardage and the time and the clock and everything, it's a lot more different in the second half, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Drop, look, swing
Nice.
over the middle,
Yeah.
caught, and he's going to be short.
Drag
Yard
route right
short.
there.
Yep.
Yeah, but third and one is really manageable. If we go back to Wisconsin's, kind of worst possession, right? It was when they were held to 3 on one of those early possessions, and it was because one of those running downs earlier got him to a third and long, right? Third and obvious passing situation. Third and one, whole playbook's open here, Vaughn. It's gonna be run or pass.
And quick handoff, Allen straight up the middle, plows through a DB,
Yeah.
gets brought down right around the 45-yard line. Big play.
Yeah,
Little speed bump on that DB.
I mean, that is just a steamroller. I mean, that's like an insect to him. That was not cool.
Yep.
That man has a family, and they're probably in the stands. That man,
Like when you're driving too fast through the parking lot and you're like, oh shit, there was a speed bump. Boom. Yep.
that was like a traffic cone, Vaughn. That was like, I mean, God,
He didn't slow him down in the least.
no.
All right, here we go.
Wow, Commanders win,
Clock down
Vaughn.
around 10 seconds now. 1st and 10. Neither team in much hurry. Just in control. Run your offense. Another handoff. Cuts off tackle. Gets dropped down. Bang down around a 49-yard line. Be 2nd down and 7 after that 3-yard gain. Look at those biceps, man. He's just a large human.
Yeah, only a 3-yard gain though, so Michigan will take that. I'm not lying. Michigan will take that. Because if they could get one play that's a negative play, then they're looking at third and long. But you know what? Check it out, Vaughn. This is the time of game too where both coaches start getting really comfortable, right? Because they both had success, and so maybe they're not as creative with their play calls. Let's see what happens here.
A little bit easier to figure out. There we go. 3 receivers, 2 running backs in the backfield. Hill takes a snap, fake handoff, rolling, throws the guy crossing over the middle, caught, first down this time, dragged down at the 43-yard line.
Yeah.
Good catch.
Yeah, we saw 2 big catches on what looked like drag or crossing routes, right around the middle of the field. This one a little bit more towards the left, and then starting a little bit wider on the right. But both good plays, both positive plays.
If he's baiting him with those drag routes to get him to cover the middle so he can hit him on the out routes, then chestnut checkers, right?
Hey, look at this formation, Vaughn.
Yep. I practiced this formation the other day. They stack the receivers on each side, spread them way out, and there's a lot of room to run when you spread those DBs way out on the outside boundaries of the field.
Yeah, the commentator's jinx came true. I was just talking about creativity, and we saw it right there.
That formation has some deep shots off of it too that are you don't know which guy's going deep, and it's pretty cool. I need to play with it a little bit more, but yeah, it's always good to go find other formations that no one's using, because then they look at it and they're like, "What the hell is this going to be?"
Yeah. So interesting part. Hey, we appreciate that, Raid. Interesting part of what's going on here too is that clock has just been rolling. We haven't had a lot of incompletions, guys running out of bounds. Like, that clock has just been melting, right?
1 possession each this quarter, right? Here's another run up the middle. Is he going to get it? Nope. Dragged down after a gain of 4. Again, 3rd and 1.
Yeah.
Comfortable spot for Wisconsin.
Yeah, and Michigan, that's all you want. Just get them to third down and see if they are successful on third down or not. I will say, though, at the halftime break, when we saw the stats, I think Wisconsin was 100% on third downs. I could be fucking wrong on that, Vaughn. Don't quote me. We'll see what it is at the end of the game. But, this is a lot like, this third quarter is a lot like the first quarter. One possession per team.
Here's the handoff, quick up the middle. It does get the first down. That's the fullback, right? 34.
Yeah. Yeah, he had a touchdown earlier, right?
It's going to give him the first down, move the chains again. Most likely at this pace, they're just going to chew the rest of this quarter off on this drive. 34, by the way, is Jackson Acker. I had to go look him up because I did not know what his name was.
Jackson, huh? That's a good first name.
All right, play clock is not in danger of running out, but the game clock is now under 2 minutes left in the third quarter.
Yeah, we might not reach the end zone before the end of the third quarter, Vaughn.
Yep. They're slow in this game to a crawl. Big
look at
formation.
this big tight end.
To the
2 tight ends on
outside.
each side, yeah.
Yep. brought down. I saw that those two
Mhm.
receivers were tight, plus the two tight ends. That was a big formation.
Allen getting up a little slower there. Got to spread the ball around, but hasn't put the ball on the ground at all. You know, hasn't really been clapped. Hasn't really taken any major hits. He's been brought down, but nothing too crazy. Steady Eddie.
And his passes have been high, percentage things over the middle, nothing down the field, not throwing in a bunch of coverage.
Most of the time, yes. Deacon Hill has put together a good game.
Looks like a screen pass, set it up, caught, and he's going to get tackled in the open field. What a play by the
Yeah.
defense there at the 35.
Had
Wow.
3 blockers in the area for one defender, and that one defender snuck them all the way around the blockers.
He went all the way around all 3 and brought him down. The best part was bringing it down in open field by himself, because that doesn't usually happen to running backs in this game.
That could have been a crazy big play right there. That would have, definitely got us into scoring position right before the end of the third quarter. But 3rd and 12, this is a big, tall order, maybe the tallest of the day we've had for Wisconsin. But they have the personnel out there with trips right.
The game clock now under a minute, closing in on 30 seconds.
A couple adjustments there from Deacon Hill.
Dropping,
Surveying the field.
Time over the middle, caught.
What timing? And now that's the
forward
biggest
for the
hit of the
first
game
down.
we've seen. But what timing, Vaughn? Did you see the way that he bought time by manipulating his pocket with the little jump steps backwards? That was outstanding quarterback play right there.
Yeah.
Fired a
You know,
missile, Vaughn.
Tight window between those two defenders, and you get knocked forward to gain the first down.
He got hit by both of them. The second guy, he knocked him backwards, but he was already pushed forward by the first hitter. Crazy. What a conversion, Vaughn.
First down now, right around the 20-yard line. Play clock winding down. Game clock right around 15 seconds.
Both teams super patient right now, Vaughn. This is good football.
Looks like he's going to try and make this the last play of the quarter. Quick swing pass and he's dropped right around the 17, 18-yard line.
That's probably going to take us to the end of the quarter. Little 3-yard gain right there. Still a positive play. Gave Braylon Allen a little bit of a blow right there. Didn't have to give him another carry. Gets a little bit of a break right there on the TV timeout.
Hoping his guy could break one tackle and get the first down by himself. We know how broken tackles are in this game, so
Michigan tacklers are really hitting right now, Vaughn.
Yeah, they are not. Other than the one speed bump right up the middle.
Well, the halfback screen that didn't work, he got tackled by one guy, and then the middle play, he got helicopter hit.
Here's the handoff up the middle. Oh, tries to squeeze through. He had a better opening to the left, but he cut it back to the right. Doesn't matter. Got the first down. First and goal at the 10. I don't think they can get another first down. I think it's right at the 10.
Yeah, it says first and goal, so he's got to get a touchdown or be faced with a 4th down. Can't get a first down from this place. Yeah, he's just a feather inside the line there. 4 wides, balanced set here, pistol. Or shotgun, actually. Braylon Allen to the right side.
Oh, he's going to take off and
showing
run.
his legs.
Wow.
Good hit right there by the Michigan Wolverine defender. Stepped up. Didn't get fooled. Didn't follow Allen out towards the middle of the field. Stayed with the quarterback. Delivered a nice blow there. Only a gain of 1 yard.
Yeah, if he could have quickly thrown that ball to Allen while he was rolling out there, he might have had a touchdown because he flew by the defender. But at that point, he was committed to run the ball. So that was a big hit. He didn't fumble.
Well, I mean, it also would have been a little bit risky to throw that ball too, because the defender sometimes could jump right in front of you unexpectedly.
All right, second and goal from the 9-yard line.
Yeah.
4 receivers set.
Yeah, 3 down linemen look for Wolverines, but they bring 5 rushers.
Right, looks, throws it out of bounds.
And what was crazy about that, Vaughn, is they brought 5 pass rushers on that one, and they all got picked up. That was outstanding blitz pickup, but they had quick developing routes, and the ball was delivered in time, but maybe not accurately.
All right, it'll be 3rd down and goal from the 9-yard line.
Yeah.
See if Wisconsin can put this in the end zone or going to take the field goal to take the lead.
Yeah.
Here comes the rush up the middle, throws, caught
Yeah,
at the 5, and he's going to get in the end zone
halfback
for the
angle route.
touchdown.
Halfback angle route. Yep. I didn't get the number of that player. I don't know if that was Allen. Okay.
Number 1.
Okay.
That was they brought the house and he beat him. That was Malusi.
Yeah. Yeah, a little speedster. He had a great play earlier, and just hit that Texas route out of the split. It looked like shotgun split halfback, and
Got a nasty
I was
natty
looking at the
gaming.
flat. And
Got a rate of 33 from Nasty Natty here, George.
hey, fantastic! Welcome in, Raiders.
Welcome in, guys.
You're in for a good one.
Got a nice barn burner going on here.
Yep. 2-point
Going
attempt
for
right
two.
here.
Yep.
Deacon
Rolling
Hill.
throws. Wow.
I mean, it has too much pressure there, right?
Yeah, he
Michigan
had no
really got
time.
home there. Yeah.
He had no time to find anybody open, so that's okay. They got the touchdown, take the lead, 5-point lead.
Yeah, it looked like that animation. I think there was a play action. Looked like that play action just lasted a little bit long.
Yeah, those play actions, if you don't hit the right trigger right away or left trigger, whichever one it is, that cancels it. They just split the gap and they're in your face before you know it.
Depending on the defense's play, yeah, it'll speed everything up too much. But so good plays all the way around. Wisconsin with a 5-point lead here. This is about their third lead of the game. Wisconsin got the first possession of this game, scored 7 right away, and Michigan's been explosive on offense. Did turn over the ball once on offense. Ooh, Blake Corum, explosive runner right there. What a big tackle! That's their outstanding left outside linebacker.
I didn't see the number of plays and yards and all that. That had to be close to a 7-minute drive because they chewed off over a minute in this quarter. So probably closer to a 6-minute drive. It was a long drive because they chewed up the rest of that second quarter. So they both had the ball once each in the third quarter.
Yes. Yes.
So,
We had 2 quarters in this game, the first and the third, where each team only had the ball 1 possession. Yeah.
All right, McCarthy back. He's got trips left, one way right, hand off to Corum, right up through the hole. Gets dropped after a 5-yard gain. Looked like he thought he was going to get the first down. Is he hurt?
Yeah, Corum's laying on the
hurt.
ground.
Down
He's
on the
holding
hurt.
himself. Maybe he could come back and get himself back into this one. He does have durability issues, but he generally comes back into games. Plus, they got Donovan Edwards, who's another impact player at halfback, who's going to spell Blake Corum right here. He could break off some tackles, and he can also catch a little bit out of the backfield too.
Well, keep an eye on that. See if he comes back in the game here. Same formation, 2 receivers each side, running back to the right of McCarthy. 3rd and 3, drops quick over the middle. Man's open, heading again, caught right around the 47-yard line. He's been open over the middle all day.
Henning has had a monster day. I think he has 2 touchdowns, if I'm not mistaken. And that one was probably the most, well, maybe not the most important, but definitely keeping this one alive here. Had a couple targets there open, but surprised he held on to that one, man. That defender was right there, right away.
What's going to be interesting here is if Michigan scores a touchdown, do they go for 2 to make that a 7-point game? I'm sorry, a 3-point game. There's Wilson, jet sweep, cuts back to the middle, gets dropped. 6-yard gain, though. It's going to be 2nd down and 4. So if Michigan gets 8, that gives them a 3-point lead, so Wisconsin can't beat them with a field goal.
Good defense by Wisconsin right there, holding Wilson to 6 on the ground. I don't think Michigan's run a jet sweep up to this point today, so that's a new wrinkle for them at this point late in the ball game, having a lot of confidence with dialing up that play. And Wilson is probably maybe one of the fastest players on the field on either side.
There we go, 2nd down and 4, 4:20 left in the game, Jimmy. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, short side of the field.
3 down linemen look for Wisconsin.
Edwards straight up the middle, gets the first down, moves the chains. Looked like Wisconsin was playing more of a pass defense there.
Yeah, well, with trips left and all of the explosive plays that we've seen passing the ball, Edwards is able to, take a run, right off tackle right there, off a 3 down lineman look, and, kudos to Fam calling that one up.
All right, clock winding down. Right at 4 minutes left in this game. Same formation, except the running back is on the left side this time. Handoff Edwards runs to the outside,
Yeah.
runs through 2 defenders, picks up 4 yards. Going to be second down and 6.
Great tackling there by Wisconsin. Would have liked to be able to knock him backwards so he doesn't get those extra yards. Because if they knock him backwards there, he probably only gets a 2-yard gain. That hole closed really, really fast. Looked like he had the edge, and it closed really, really fast. But great run by Edwards there to fall forward for a couple extra.
And good thing for Wisconsin, they had 2 guys there, so he couldn't just break one tackle and keep running. They both took him to the ground, so
And
they kinda
Edwards
both
could do that, yeah.
swarmed to the ball.
Corum's back in the backfield, Vaughn.
All right, so he just got dinged for a couple of plays. He's back now. McCarthy barking out orders to his receivers. Handoff Corum straight up the middle, big hole, gets the first down right around the 30-yard line. It's going to give him, first and goal, 1st and 10 at the 30. 29, make it 29 and a half. We'll just split the difference here.
Sounds good
Which
to
is
me,
what I
Vaughn.
think they ought to do with daylight savings, man. Just move the clock a half hour one way and we're done.
Yeah, I mean, Blake Corum, getting right back into the game and picking up right where he left off. I mean, he's just so explosive running through that and gets tackled right away, but that's once the third-level defender gets in.
And we'll see how much he wants to continue running the ball with him and see if he doesn't get hurt again. Again, Corum, cuts back immediately to the right, breaks 1 or 2 tackles, gets dropped after a 3-yard gain as we hit the 3-minute mark. I mean, he stopped on a dime and went directly right.
He is an elite athlete. It's just scary how somebody that fast and agile will be able to break a tackle at the same time. It doesn't make a lot of sense, but broke the first tackle and then gained a few yards out of that because that play looked originally like it wasn't going to go anywhere.
All right, so now Michigan, 2:43 and counting left. A tight 4 receivers, tight to the line.
Yeah.
See how much they want to eat this clock.
McCarthy's had a good passing game today, except for that 1 interception, Vaughn.
I don't think they want to give Wisconsin much time at all. McCarthy drops, swing pass to the running back out in the flat, breaks 1 tackle, gets the first down, cuts in, tries to get through another one and dropped at the 5-yard line. Big first down, big broken tackle. Michigan knocking on the door of a touchdown.
Corum and the big house really pumped about that one. Blake Corum taking that swing route right there out in the flat and spinning off a defender and, oh, my goodness, picking up a block and nearly scores on that one. Might have done a better job by not scoring right away, down to the 4-yard line, able to chew a little bit more of this clock. And when's Wisconsin start to take timeouts, Vaughn?
Exactly. Well, thing is, if they score quick, they'll have way more time to come back down and not have to worry about just kicking a field goal, right? Because they don't have the legs that the Michigan kicker does, which is why Michigan's running this clock down. Hand up, and they stop him in the backfield. It's going to be a loss. 2nd and goal from the 7 now.
Great defensive play right
Wisconsin
there.
called timeout.
Yeah, great job. Great call. I mean, shed the blockers right there. Get Corum down before he ever gets going. That's the best way to bring him down. And shows that he's human right there. Brings it back to the 7-yard line. That's a loss. Play started off at the 4.
So Michigan has all their timeouts. They're not worried about the clock at all.
No.
Wisconsin's got to try and stop this, give themselves some time. Michigan has to get a touchdown here, so they're not going to be settling for a field goal. They're going to have to go for it on 4th down. So he's got 3 plays to make stops.
4 down linemen look for Wisconsin this time, matching up with the 5. Let's see if they can get some pressure, and they do get some pressure on McCarthy.
Drops it to 3, 4-yard gain.
Sped McCarthy up a little bit, threw it to Edwards, the halfback, on the wheel route. Edwards couldn't get through those 2 tacklers. They were on him. But good thing that it got to Edwards to begin with because there was 2 defenders in the area there, Vaughn.
And Wisconsin called their second timeout now at 1:51.
Yeah.
So they basically have 2 plays to go here.
Yeah.
They don't have to call a timeout after this play. Michigan needs to get a touchdown.
Yeah, Michigan is in 4-down territory for sure. I don't think they're going to kick the ball to Wisconsin and risk their defense giving a
Pressure right up the middle. McCarthy throws, and he's got Bell open for a touchdown. Wow.
Yeah. Great pressure right there from Wisconsin, right in the middle of the field. Great blitz right there, But McCarthy just kept dropping back, right? Dropping back. Bought up enough time. And you see the arm strength right there, Vaughn. Most other players, when they're kind of falling away or gliding away like that, they're going to Oh, we're going to see a 2-point attempt here, Vaughn.
Float it, and it's going to get undercut and picked.
Yeah, a
That ball did
2-point,
not float.
1-point extra point doesn't do anything for you, but a 2-point conversion here puts you up a field goal, and that's what Michigan's going to go for here. Got a 5 down lineman look right there
They're
for
all
the
spread out.
Badgers. Yeah. McCarthy's
throw.
going to drop back
Over the middle.
quickly,
Wilson.
find Wilson,
Back
and
in the
he's
end
going to
zone.
catch it in the back of the end zone. He has 1 foot in. I think his left foot was in. His right foot might have been out, Vaughn. Chat, clip it. See what he was doing. There's no replays in online gameplay, and that play is going to put them up 3. But Wisconsin still has a timeout, 1:46 to play, and Deacon Hill has played a good game here, Vaughn. And he now has, Vaughn, this is almost precisely what we saw last year between the Badgers and the Wolverines. Oh, and we got the rally towel here. Okay, he's trying to get them pumped up. So, Vaughn, we saw Wisconsin have a possession in the final closing minute last year here in the Big House. And what we saw was a fumble on one of the first few plays of the final possession for Wisconsin. Michigan took it over, and that was the end of the ball game. So Wisconsin having a chance to redeem themselves here in their final possession, probably likely of this game.
I got trips right.
Yeah.
Bill quick drop throws. Caught.
Yeah.
Little stop route for
Beautiful
a first
curl.
down. That's going to move the change and stop the clock.
Beautiful timing, curl route. We saw Michigan go to that earlier in the game, and we saw Wisconsin pull it off beautifully right there on the single side, right? You only got one defender out there. He's on the island without any safety help there. No robber to come down and grab it. Great timing play there. And stops the clock momentarily as we push the sticks upfield.
Yeah, Michigan did want to get beat deep on that, so they played off,
Yeah.
and they gave him just enough room to get to his spot, catch the ball, get the first down, and get down.
Yeah, we got a 1 down lineman look for Michigan.
Minute 30 and counting. Shallow drop, and it's incomplete pass. Should have been a fumble. The game causes that to be incomplete.
Interesting there, Vaughn. Deacon Hill didn't drop back far enough in the pocket. We saw some beautiful hop steps from him going backwards in the pocket earlier in this game. That time he doesn't drop back far enough, and that one defender, that one defensive tackle, is able to shed the block and close the gap. He didn't drop back far enough on.
Lucky for him, it wasn't a sack, so the clock stops.
Yeah.
Minute 26 left in this game. Trips left.
Yeah.
Single receiver on the wide side of the field. Bill quick drop. Looks, throws down the middle. He's got a man on
Big
the
play.
seam. It's dropped right at the 30-yard line.
Yeah.
What a throw.
Huge throw. There was a defender right there, but it's one-on-one, right? You got to throw it over the second level, over the linebackers and right in front of the safety, and he delivered a great ball right there. As the pocket was starting to get, and now Vaughn becomes really important is clock management. And Michigan has 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
And he is within field goal range. We talked about this earlier. He's at the 30, so that makes it a 47-yard field goal. We said under 50.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
So he's just got to worry about being iced. So if he can hang on to that one timeout after Michigan calls 3 timeouts, he can call timeout himself.
Yep.
The ice.
We're going to see a handoff to Allen.
Straight up the middle.
Yep. There's the anvil, right? Yeah. Get him
25-yard
closer.
line.
Yep.
And now he's in field goal range, so he can just chew clock.
And Michigan
Make
being
sure-
patient with the timeouts here, Vaughn.
Yep.
Yeah.
Drag this all the way down.
Yeah. And we'll see what Wisconsin does, with aggressiveness. They were very aggressive on that second down pass, Vaughn. That big play, that was a second down play. That wasn't a needed play, but they definitely fired the missile over the middle. Oh,
He rolls right.
the left
Voids-
end is getting
voids back,
Yep.
running to the-
Here comes
trying to
Fam's
get out of
user.
bounds. First down.
That's a
Gets it.
first down run, and that's what Deacon Hill can do that Mertz has not been able to do all season. He does not have that level of athleticism, and he gets really tired if he has to scramble at all. I've called a lot of Coach Brusso's games, and their quarterback, after a scramble like that, which wouldn't be as successful for a first down, he is burgundy red and fatigued, and he cannot pass after that quite as well. Deacon Hill, big play with his legs there after a huge throw.
And got out of bounds. 31 seconds left. Saved that timeout.
Yes.
Down to the 19.
Yes. And good user tackle by Fam on that one.
Rolling, looking, throwing.
Yeah.
Caught. inside the 5
Yeah,
by Turner,
comeback,
probably
deep
around the 3 or
comeback route
4.
there, Vaughn.
Another first
That's not
down.
a regular curl route. That's that deep comeback route, and that is a big balls throw. The defender was draped all over him, but in the trail technique, you just got to turn around, box him out, use your body, and user grab that down. And he did that successfully at the 3-yard line. And we see Michigan take a timeout, right, Vaughn?
Yep, I was just gonna say, force Michigan to call a timeout
Yeah,
because they give them a touchdown.
they're going to need some time. Yeah.
Yep. And
Yes,
they're
Vaughn.
not gonna. They're gonna need more than 10 seconds. That's for sure.
Yes, yes. And we got 2 halfbacks set here. We're going to give it to the
Good for the
anvil.
touchdown.
Yep.
Boom.
And Michigan's stout defensive line, who's played good against the run, gives up that one right there. And in the short down and distance right there, Wisconsin's able to push through with their hefties. Had the tight end in the sniffer position there, 2 halfbacks, and man, Braylon Allen probably the hardest man to bring down single handedly in the NWO in short yardage situations.
All right. So Wisconsin's kicker is not as strong as Michigan. So this ball.
Oh, this
will
is
not be
likely
out of the end
returnable.
zone.
This is likely returnable.
He's got 2 timeouts left.
Yeah.
25 seconds. It's deep. Yeah,
And
he's
that's
gonna let it go.
yeah, okay. He was probably going to have to catch that one with 1 foot on the back line anyways, and that was so far back there. Yeah, it's probably the wind. That's probably what it is. Which means
flag
Fam is probably throwing or kicking into the wind here, although a kick doesn't really matter as there's a 4-point lead. 25 seconds. We've seen Michigan score really, really fast, so Wisconsin has to really be on their P's and Q's in defense here. Henning has 2 touchdowns already today. Roman Wilson, probably the fastest player in the NWO. McCarthy dropping
drop.
way back.
Deep down the middle,
101 to
Henning.
Henning. That's going to be
What is
picked
picked?
off by Wisconsin. And he returns the ball, and that's McCarthy's second interception of the day. What
Threw it up,
a
50-50
play.
ball, tried to
Yeah.
user catch it, and Brusso got the user catch instead.
Well,
That was
Vaughn,
ballsy.
Vaughn, it was a ballsy throw, but I think based on the way McCarthy was able to lead Henning on his 2 former touchdown passes, he probably expected McCarthy to get more air under that ball. And I would say that if Fam told us, if we asked him in the interview, he's probably going to tell us that he expected that ball to be a little bit more thrown downfield.
But the wind, I don't know what the wind is for this game, but that wind could have knocked that ball down when he's expecting it to go. So I don't know what the wind was in those other 2 quarters, those 2 deep shots in the, what was the second quarter?
Yeah.
Second and third quarter.
Yeah.
So if he was throwing with the wind, that
Yeah.
made those throws much easier, and this one was a lot tougher. So
Hey, I mean, this was an incredible matchup. I can't wait to do these interviews. Hopefully, these coaches don't have to scoot anytime soon, and that we get to talk to both of them right now, Vaughn.
all right, let's welcome in Coach Brousseau. Coach, great game. Nice comeback.
Appreciate it.
That was impressive drive down the end because you got into field goal range, did what you need to do, and you made a couple of really, I wouldn't say uncharacteristic. You'd love to run the ball a lot, but you made some great throws that probably weren't expected, and made a huge difference on that drive.
Yeah, we went last minute decision. Graham Mertz kind of getting in his feelings a little bit about, he's throwing picks, his guys can't get open and all that stuff. So we said, you know what, you're going to be like that, we'll start Deacon Hill instead. And we were pretty much as balanced as we could be. We didn't turn the ball over for the first time this year, amazingly, right? And, hey, guys made plays when they needed to. And, man, it just feels good to finally get a W. Holy moly.
So one question was, what happened on that play when you adjusted your defense and he hit you with that one play drive, that slot shot right down the field?
Well, he did it twice, and one of them I think I only played man coverage once in the whole game, and that was that play. The backside safety should carry, and he just sat there and, sang Kumbaya on the sideline and didn't roll over. But hey, we tried to limit the explosive plays as much as we could, but holy man, it was on pins and needles the whole game. I mean, the interception saved us, pretty much.
George, you got something?
I mean, I got plenty, but just trying to keep it all balanced for everybody tonight. First of all, GG's coach, you definitely earned this one. I'm going to take it back to last year, just kind of brought in the conversation a little bit. But great job tonight. So last year, your Badgers came in, and Deacon Hill and company had the ball at the end of the game, and Michigan Wolverines forced a turnover. I think it was a fumble, strip ball fumble. You guys put the ball on the ground. Wolverines get possession of the ball and pretty much end the game right there. And that was Deacon Hill's chance to, be a hero right at the end of the game. And it wasn't successful. Well, today, there's levels to heroes, right? He was first level hero, by winning this game. Second level hero by it being the first game that he got to win the whole season. Right, he didn't even get the opportunity before today, and today he comes up with the performance of the year for your club, against a top 10 team, in a place where he failed last year. What a story arc right there, Coach. And I mean, your Braylon Allen Anvil, he was pounding the rock, got that last touchdown right there, or there at the end of the game, and your defense held on just well enough. Do you have anything more to say, to kind of, fill in the gaps for anything that I might have missed?
I mean, I think, granted, we have, and this is, we made this decision to stay at Wisconsin, right? We made the decision. We do have the worst roster in this entire league, right? We don't have very good athletes besides maybe a couple. We have to play pretty much mistake-free football to give ourselves a chance, and we haven't done that at all in the first 6 contests we played. And for Deacon Hill to come into this big moment, trailing in this situation compared to tied last year, right? That's what made it hurt so much more last year, was because we could have pushed it, we could have went to overtime and dealt with it. This is like, son, there is no option. We got to go down the field. We got to score. And whether that was a field goal or a touchdown, we were going to see what happens. The comeback route to get it on the 3-yard line, I don't know how the hell Deacon Hill put it on the spot and DK caught the ball. Don't know, right? Razor thin margin. Michigan DBs played lights out all night. Minus, when they manned us up, we couldn't do anything. Deacon Hill had to run all over the place. But, we made just enough plays in this game to come out on the positive side for once.
Yeah, that's right. And you did it against very stiff competition. The Wolverines put together a good game as well. And the interception there at the end saved you, because it was something that we had seen Henning do before, and we know Wilson can run down the field, and Corum was back and healthy again magically after going into the blue tent. And, GG's, Coach. Is there anything else that you wanted to say? Great job.
Amazing game, fam. The only 2 incompletion, the ball never hit the ground when McCarthy threw the ball. Let's just say that. So, amazing game, fam. There's a reason why I had to take so many damn notes about what he was going to do, when he was going to do it, all the time. I actually spent an hour just sitting there like, all right, let's pad every game he's done and see what we can do.
I love it.
We don't have the personnel to do it, but we have to at least schematically at least give us a chance. So, appreciate it, guys. Good call.
Nah, I was just going to ask Jimmy to hit the bell on that shit. God, I want to see those notes. Can I see them? Because the last time I played Michigan, didn't go so well. Thanks, Jimmy. I appreciate that. Co-producer Jimmy, 2 Blunts in the house. GG's, Coach. GG's. We're going to talk to fam at this time. Vaughn, I'm going to kick it back to you for him.
Welcome in, fam. That was a very exciting game and very enjoyable. You were throwing the ball like crazy in the first half, dotting basically down the field. Other than that one interception, you were moving the ball really well through the air. We already talked about the one missed coverage where it was wide open, just hand it to him and let him go down the field. Then you switched in the second half and started running the ball more with Corum until he got hurt. Were you trying to what was the thought process behind that, since you were able to throw the ball so well in the first half?
Yeah, just trying to be a little less predictable. Yeah, definitely trying to get the quarterback warming up a little bit before we can get Corum just to kind of see if they're keying on Corum. And it was kind of pretty evident based on the yardage in the first half too with the rushing, where Wisconsin was doing a good job of getting to their run fits and not giving a lot of space for Corum to run through. So we tried our best to try to air it out and try to make it more balanced instead of making it more run heavy type of approach. And unfortunately, the interceptions bit us in the ass. But yeah, we just wanted to be aggressive and try to be less predictable for today's game plan.
And your defense played really well. You had a lot of you didn't have a lot of big plays early on. He was just methodically going down the field, just moving the chains. But you weren't giving up the big plays. And really, I think the biggest difference was that interception in the first half where he undercut your receiver.
Yeah.
Other than that, I mean, this game was fairly even. I mean, you threw for 229, he ran for 202. It was balanced back and forth. But your defense really, I mean, it was a patient game. Both sides, I was telling George, they're both being patient. You're running your offense. You're not getting in a hurry to get down the field. I mean, that one play, the guy was so wide open, you had to make that.
Yeah.
But, the defense made the play. But then that last drive, I mean, he's marching down. Now he's got to throw the ball. It hasn't been thrown it the whole day. And, you trying to play off and not let anything get over your head. Was that the game plan to make him eat time going down the field?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, keep it in front. Just limit the explosive plays. Just try our best to hold our ground and just at least get him out of keep him in field goal territory. That's why we went for the 2-point conversion. But Deacon Hill did his thing and just made some great throws and made some great plays and that's how it ended up. Just Wisconsin just playing a great game and just well coached in today's matchup.
George, you got something?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, fam, I don't think I've ever seen a coach coach as well as you or execute as well as you in defeat. I really don't think I've seen it in all of my watching NCAA. I really don't think so, man. You played fucking lights out other than two damn throws. And I mean, I can't question your defense because, even though Braylon Allen gets that touchdown, which was a little bit of a killer that, you weren't able to overcome. I mean, Deacon Hill had to still play fucking hero ball at the end of this game, to be able to fucking pull off a stunner. This is an absolute stunner. I mean, dude, you fucking killed it, man. I mean, from where you were last year to the beginning of this year even, this was an outstanding game. You had it cooking on offense. You were hitting wheel routes, swing passes. You were hitting crossing routes. You were hitting curl routes. You were hitting streaks multiple times for long TDs. You were hitting the screen game. Corum was getting it. Edwards was getting it. The only thing about this game that I could maybe see that didn't work out in your favor is just time of possession, man. I don't know if you could scroll down a little bit just to see the time of possession here, but
Brusso had that long drive.
Okay, so Brusso had it for 17 minutes. Let me move that up, and then you had it for 10. Fam, I can't fault you for that because you had big, explosive, barn burner plays. You had 2 rips for touchdowns in the passing game where he just, yeeted it on that last ball. Do you think he short-armed that one a little bit? Did you expect a little bit more air on that ball on that last play?
Yeah, I expected for Henning or Roman Wilson, both were running streaks on the seams, and I saw Henning kind of flash a little bit past that safety, and I think the wind might have carried the ball back a little bit to where that safety was able to make a play. But yeah, the goal was just to air it out a little bit more and get some more distance. But yeah, I think the wind might have caught that ball kind of trailing a little bit.
Yeah, he really, really shrunk the clock down at the end of the game to where when he did score, I think you had 29 seconds left. You had all 3 timeouts, but 29 seconds goes by pretty fast if there's any type of negative plays or any type of, plays where you're not moving positive momentum all the time. 29 seconds expires pretty fucking fast. And you probably felt really, really sped up to go long on that one. And you had success with it earlier. Anybody who wasn't here, after, anybody who wasn't here for the first half, you had those bombs, it's crazy, man. But, well, I mean, here's the good news for you, fam. This is a non-conference game.
Yep.
You're
Yeah.
still looking really good in the conference, man. If you ball out against your conference matchups, man, it's gonna be good,
Mhm.
man. You still
Yep.
got a great season. You're likely only to drop maybe about 10, 12, maybe in early teens. You know, it's gonna be fine,
Maybe
man.
maybe at a top 25 after the
Hell
taking that
no.
out.
Let me tell you this one thing, man. Don't go down the negative
Yeah.
boulevard of broken dreams like the rest of us, because it's hard to climb out of it. You'll wind
Yeah.
up making too many choices and changes,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
But anything that you want to say, man? You've been just patiently listening.
No, yeah, no, good game, coach. Yeah, hell of a game. Yeah, of course, unfortunately, we took the L, but definitely, like anyone else in the NW, it's definitely a privilege to be able to play in this league and be able to face off against some of the best on the sticks here, NCAA. So, yeah, definitely a fun one, and of course, we can definitely, take some, steps forward by learning from our mistakes and just try to keep getting better as we take it week by week.
Yeah, you're killing it. You guys put it down today.
Yep.
GG's coach, and thanks for being one of the guys that always has your recruiting done on time and scheduling your games. We appreciate that,
Yeah.
both of y'all. We appreciate y'all for doing that. We're gonna get a raid going, and we're gonna be back tomorrow for a matchup Tuesday night. Hopefully, me versus Revamp TV, NC State Wolfpack, and Miami Canes. It's down there in Miami. He's going to welcome me to Miami. But we'll see. We'll see. He had some internet issues, so if that doesn't get played, I think the next game after that is a Wednesday night matchup. I think we got Florida State and Oklahoma State, which is going to be a barn burner. Oklahoma State, I think, is number 4 or 3 in the nation. Ha ha! Look at yeah, fam. Tell him, man. I'm hoping the same damn thing, man. Yeah, Jimmy, go ahead and hit raid whenever you want. We're checking out my guy Snausages. For me, 49er George, every coach that put it down today, everybody scheduled all their shit. Thank you guys. And Vaughn, we especially appreciate you for playing hurt, playing sick, man. We appreciate that. You did a hell of a job tonight. Thank you guys. Thanks,
No
everybody.
problem, man. My pleasure. Great game, guys.